Hello, this video is an overview of the Storytelling with Props key assignment for EDU 280. I'm starting at the key assignment area of Blackboard just to show you that Storytelling with Props is actually the last key assignment of the semester. It's due Sunday, May 1st, 11:59 p.m., and that is through a Flipgrid video post of your storytelling performance. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click into the Storytelling with Props area. Once I finish this video, a video tour link will be at the top of this folder for you to check out whenever you need to. Okay, let's start with the instructions for this key assignment. Okay, again, it's due Sunday, May 1st. And for this one, we do have a low stakes assignment connected to it because I want you to all watch each other's stories and provide positive feedback and ideas, suggestions, that sort of thing. Per our standard, I'll ask you to go in and respond to at least 2 of your classmates, but more is always better. Okay, and then the other thing is, if you're watching this during week 11, you know that we have key assignment progress checks due this week, and you'll go into the discussion board and see what you need to do there. I think the first step is just picking your story. Speaking of which, you will be choosing a culturally significant folktale, myth, legend, or adaptation of a children's book into the oral storytelling format, supported with the props of your choosing. Note, if you are highly motivated and creative, I would love for at least a few of you to compose original stories for this project. Please refer to the EDU 280 Research Guide Storytelling tab to do some early brainstorming and research. I'll point that out in just a moment. It is important that you avoid poems, sing-songy nursery rhymes, and things of that nature. You could take a poem that you like and adapt it into a story, but this assignment is not a poetry or book recitation. I would like to ensure that we have no duplicates for this key assignment, which is why we have the dibs list, as I like to call it. And I will also be a little bit stricter with what I accept for these. With the kindergarten read aloud book, I generally said, yeah, sounds good. For this one, I may be pickier. Do not be offended. It has everything to do with the purpose of this activity. Speaking of which, please do not adapt any of the main books that you're using for other key assignments for your storytelling. I want you to access as much literature and folklore as you can this semester, so don't dip back into an old book. So in other words, your kindergarten read aloud book, you should not try to adapt that for this project, nor the books that you choose for your preschool literacy center. Okay, if you don't know what I mean by culturally significant, just ask me, send me an email, pitch me your idea, and I will let you know if it really checks the boxes for this activity. Okay, as I've mentioned, this is not a read aloud. You should not be reading from a page. If I could get you just completely away from books, that would be ideal. But like I said, I am open to oral adaptations that are inspired by books that you like. It's okay to have some very basic notes prepared, but at no point should you be reading sentences from a book or page of any kind. Your props, they must exist, and they must be handmade. I guess I'll use that term loosely because I know some of you have Crickets and computers and things like that, but they should be made by you, not bought prefabricated from Amazon. Just a reminder that you have access to the math and science room 108, the early childhood room. We have a supply closet in there. I'm happy to meet you at a time that works for both of us to let you quote unquote go shopping in there, fill a bag with consumable supplies, everything from popsicle sticks to felt, pom-poms, paper bags. So just reach out to me and we can coordinate. All right. If you're not an artistic genius, do not fret. I also am not an artistic genius, and when I make props, well, you'll see. There's a video. They're not going to be great. It's more important that you put your heart into it and do your best. There is a difference between low budget and rushed and sloppy. And if you've made a respectable effort to create some attention-grabbing props, it will be reflected in your grade, okay? Some people gravitate towards puppets for this activity. Some people gravitate towards felt boards. I just want to encourage you to think outside the box. You'll see the video bank here in a second. Watch all of them. This one student in particular used light and shadow to tell the story, and I'll remember that for all my days. So really just get online, look at Pinterest, check out YouTube, see what's out there, see how creative you can be. And then you'll be posting your story performance to Flipgrid by the stated deadline. And if you want, you can do a little materials up close show and tell before or after you tell the story. If you want us to get a closer look at anything, that's fine. All right, so those are the instructions. And then this next link is your Flipgrid link. You'll just click into here as you've done in the past with our Flipgrid assignments, and you'll post your video. You need to time yourself and practice it. These storytelling videos must be less than 10 minutes, and really shorter is better in a lot of cases, because think of the age group of your children and their attention spans. All right, here is the rubric for this key assignment. Be sure to read through it so you understand how you are being assessed. As this week comes to a close and people are pitching their story ideas, once I approve them, I will move them over to this dibs list. I'm hoping for an awesome variety. Here is a direct link to the EDU 280 research guide, and it takes you directly to the storytelling tab, and you'll find some additional information here. I love this. What's the difference between fairy tales and folk tales? So just explore this. You'll find all sorts of fun activities on here and resources. And then here's my video from, I think, last time I taught this class, and you will see what I'm talking about with the quality of my props. I'm not an artist, but I did take some time and care into making these. You know, I even put googly eyes on them. But if you want some better examples, I'm not ashamed to admit, you can go to our video gallery of previous students from previous years and their storytelling with props. I have picked some of the best ones, so please don't feel intimidated by some of the props that you see. It's okay. Just do your best, work with what you've got, and reach out to me if you would like any assistance. But I definitely recommend going through and watching some of these as you begin to plan yours. And then this link right here, this is one of my colleagues in the English division, Ms. Herman, and she made me a sky and grass felt board, like a storyboard, and I'm actually totally willing to loan this out to any number of you if we can coordinate it. But she also included some notes on how she made it, so you could make your own just with some basic supplies, including a canvas and some felt. So that's something to keep in mind. And then below that, just some more video shares to get you inspired, to give you some ideas. And then at the very bottom here, I have a nice list of culturally relevant, valuable, significant folk tales, legends that you could adapt into storytelling. In fact, this is where I got mine, the Haku's Power. That's I just did exactly what I want you all to do. So there's that. And you know, this is easily my favorite key assignment because it's so fun to see what you all come up with. And storytelling is so central to language and literacy development. It's always good to have a few of these in your back pocket as an early childhood educator. So good luck. I cannot wait to see your stories.